Welcome to Algebra 2 Regents Review with Miss Kempton. This is due now number 2. Alright, so for question number 1, we have a graph. We're going to call this f of x, and it's shown below, and we want to know which expression defines f of x. So one of the first things that I notice is that we have points here, which is super cool because one of the first things I'm thinking is, hey, I know that I can go ahead and graph each of these and just look for these points. So for choice 1, we have 2x. So let's go ahead and graph. Don't mind those. Clear these out. Let's graph 2x. All right. So if we go to the table, do we see point 2, 10, 420, and 640? No, I see 2, 4. So that is out. All right, let's go to the next one. We have 5 times 2 to the x. So 5 times 2 to the x. All right, let's go ahead and go to the table. Do we see 210? Nope, I see 220. So that is also out. Let's go to the next one. I see 5 times 2. Alpha y equals. Okay, it looks like we have x over 2. All right. So when we go to the table, do we see 210? Yes. Do we see 420? Yes. Do we see 640? Yes. So it looks like this one is the correct answer. We just want to double check with the last one just in case we make a mistake. So the last one is 5 times 2 to the 2x. And we'll just double check with this table. And it looks like we do not see those. So the correct answer is choice 3. All right, moving on. Which equation represents the equation of the parabola with the focus of -3, 3 and the directrix of y equals 7? All right, so a couple things with the parabola. First of all, whenever you have a parabola, the equation is y equals 1 over 4p x minus h squared plus k. And your vertex is always hk. So it's always the opposite of whatever is there and the same as what's ever at the end. So my advice is to always graph to see just like what's going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and graph just to give myself an idea of what I'm looking at here. All right, so I see focus of -3, 3, which is going to be right here. I also see a directrix at y equals 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, one of the things that we know is that our vertex is always in the middle of our focus and our directrix. So if this is our focus and this is our directrix, I know that my vertex is going to be right in the middle. So what is that point? Well, I'm still at -3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. So -3, 5. So if you remember me telling you, I'm always looking for the opposite of the x value. So instead of -3, I should be looking for +3. So that's out and that's out. I'm also looking for exactly what I see for the y value, which is 5. So by process of elimination, it should be choice 3. And that is correct. And one of the reasons why I have a negative here is because the distance from my vertex to my focus is going down, which means that I have a sad parabola. All right, the last question. What's nice about this one is that we do have an equivalent. So we're going to go ahead and do this the short way, and then we can check it the long way. So because I have an x, I'm just going to store a random number in. I'm going to use 2.15, and I'm going to stow that in for x. You can use any number that you want. I would probably stay away from simple numbers though, like 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's why I like to use decimals. All right, so the original is 6 minus 3x minus 2i. The I is second period down there, squared. All right, so don't pay attention to what this answer is. This is just a checking mechanism. So the first option is negative 9x squared. Negative 9x squared plus 12xi plus 10. Okay, so right away it looks like that's equivalent. So I'm just going to circle that one. I'm hoping that this is going to be the right answer, but let's just double check all the other options. So the second option is a positive 9x squared minus 12xi plus 2. Okay, that does not look equivalent, so that's out. The next option is negative x squared. Is that a 9? Yes, negative 9x squared plus 10. That does not look equivalent, so that's out. And then the last option was negative 9x squared minus 12xi minus 4i plus 6, and I did make a mistake here. That's actually supposed to be a positive. And again, I'll just double check. Minus, okay, plus 6. Okay, and that also is not equivalent. So you'll see that these two are equivalent. So I know for a fact that choice 1 is the answer. That's all. Thank you for following. Bye.